Hello, I'm Dan Harris, Chief Operating Officer at the CE Shop. As your go-to education provider, we believe that it is imperative that we educate our students on how to stay safe while working in the real estate industry. It is vital that agents consistently prepare to keep themselves safe, and there are many safety risks that can be minimized by following proper preparations. There's a lot to think about when selling a property, but it's most important to consider the safety of your clients, your contacts, and yourself at all times. You can improve safety by taking the following precautions. Only show listings to those you know. Ask for ID. Don't carry or showcase expensive valuables. Prior to entering a vacant house, scan it for signs of break-ins. Follow the buyer into the house, not the other way around. Keep your cell phone on and with you. Let your office know who you'll be with and where. Use the buddy system and secure all doors and windows when leaving. For additional information on how to stay safe on the job, here is Carl Carter Jr., the founder of the Beverly Carter Foundation.
I founded the Beverly Carter Foundation in January of 2017 in response to the tragic, horrific murder of my sweet mom. My mom was a real estate agent in the Little Rock, Arkansas area, and she was deceived by two people that were posing as clients. They had this big elaborate plan just because they perceived my mom to be wealthy because she was a real estate agent, that they would hold her for ransom and take all this perceived wealth. And so as I've shared my mom's story, I've met so many agents that have been victimized in different ways. And it could range from, theft of property that occurs in an open house, up to agents that have been stalked, assaulted, harassed, and even agents that have been raped. With every story and every victim that I meet, there's just a growing fire in my belly for agent safety. So we have this nonprofit, and there are about 30 of us that are volunteers for this organization. We do it in addition to our full-time jobs. We volunteer our time to help raise awareness in a way that we hope inspires safer practices, certainly not trying to scare anyone. The first thing is insisting upon a new buyer consultation each and every time for every buyer. And that includes, we talk a lot about important topics like fair housing. And for those same reasons and safety, it's important for us to screen all of our clients the exact same way. Second thing is the obtaining of identification. And so this can be done in, in-person exchange, and you can relay to that new prospect that you'll be sharing this securely with a person in your office. So again, adding that accountability. And the third thing I kind of nuzzled in between those without even realizing it, and that is all of us should be mindful of the fact that there is no certain picture of what a bad guy looks like. I believe wholeheartedly that part of the reason why my sweet mom was deceived was because there was a husband and a wife. And so in our situation, it looked a lot safer than it was simply because a female had been involved. And I think many of us can relate with, some of those unconscious biases that we can find ourselves bringing to the screening of new clients. Prior to an open house, scout out where the local fire department or the local police department is. And if you're the type, and I know this was easier, pre-COVID, when we think about having, beverages and cookies and those types of things to drop off cookies or what have the snack may be to the local police department. And so several things are going on there. One is that if you seek to find out where those are, one, that's good knowledge to know that you can actually impart to anyone that walks through that property that day for how close these amazing professionals are. And then also it adds a layer of accountability for your personal safety. So as you stop by that police department to say hello and make introductions, and offer them a sweet treat. You can also let them know that you're doing an open house and that you would be most appreciative of a drive-by. There's the introduction of these things called wearables. And so you see them, sometimes they look, like cool little gizmos that we can put on our keychains, or sometimes they look like jewelry, as with, there's an amazing company called Invisaware that has, they're from necklaces to bracelets, and each of these wearables, wherever you wear it, or if it's on your keychain, it serves as a panic type button. So you find yourself in a situation you're uncomfortable with. It's a quick way to set, to let your loved ones, your circle, know.
Although the methods we've mentioned will help keep you safe, the global pandemic from COVID-19 has introduced new safety risks. Minimize these new risks by practicing the following during in-person showings. Limit the number of guests. Only show homes to serious pre-approved buyers. Disinfect doorknobs and light switches before and after showings. Use masks and foot coverings. Maintain social distancing of 6 to 12 feet. Offer hand sanitizer or sanitizing wipes before entering and after leaving the property with clients, and adhere to seller showing restrictions. An additional method to reduce risk during the pandemic is to use virtual tours. Virtual tours have risen in popularity and have been recommended by the National Association of Realtors as a way to avoid face-to-face contact when marketing homes during the pandemic. But even virtual tours carry some risks you can mitigate with appropriate precautions. Consider the following while live streaming an open house or buyer virtual tour. Don't show valuables. Don't show what are obviously kids' rooms. If you do, don't include a floor plan. Don't show an obviously vacant house. Use virtual staging instead. Here at the CE Shop, we believe you can never be too prepared when it comes to agent safety. For additional information, check out one of the many agent career resources we have available at the following link. Understand the risks, be prepared, and stay safe out there.